Tiny. All right? Hi, Alex. All right, here we go. The time is now.
Did you seriously just drink the rest of our water?
The time is now. Vote if you dare. If you can. This is for Adept. You let her have it? Bet you did, big boy. You let her have it?
Ha! Joke's on you,
And this is Tiny
fuckers.
Observer.
Joke's on you. I only have to do one dick on this cake now. That's all. I win.
I win.
Ha! Joke's on you, fuckers. Joke's on...
You know, it really is a big win when you only have to draw one dick on your cake at the end of the stream because chat got you to do it. I was like, if we get another 20 subs donated in the allotted amount of time, I would draw 2 dicks. Yeah, joke's on you, fuckers! But nobody could do it. You all had the opportunity to pull that trigger. But nobody could do it. It would be a funny sound command. No, that's absolutely true. That alone. I mean, don't get me wrong. This one? You let her have it? Bet you did, big boy. Bet you did, big boy. That'd be a funny one, too. That would be a funny one, too. You know, I think I've been going about this all wrong. I think I've been going about the alerts all wrong. Somebody... Oh, my God. I've got a lot of work to do. This idea will be a lot of work. Tiny Observer, congratulations! Congratulations! Mama Ross, hello! Damn. Holy shit. Yo. This is the first clip competition that we've had where both Adept and Wicked have been knocked out in the first round. That's wild. That's never happened. And this is also the first time that any mod that's been in it has moved forward. All the mods that submitted clips have moved forward. That's also never happened. 2 bigs today. 2 bigs. Next up, we have Nice Joshua and Snake going head-to-head in a battle of clips that could rival the moon landing. It's a bit of an oversell. I'm sorry. It's not going to rival. I don't want anybody thinking we're going to rival the moon landing right now. It's not that cool. It is cool. It's not that cool.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
As cool as that.
It is. That's just like... That's what it is. You ask anybody in the weed industry, they're just kind of like, look, you want to dab? Like, fucking dab's great. It's a great way to utilize the product. It's a great way to get a higher content THC for people who need it. but at its core, it's pretty much freebasing. Which is more of a funny thing to say than it is serious, you know?
But it's funny because it's true. But it's funny because it's true. The method of it. But man, it gets you high. Holy shit. All right, and this one is Nice Joshua.
Oh my God.
Those were
Speaking
good
of
buns.
big claps, look at them buns. You can clap them buns. You can clap them buns. Clappity, clappity. Ooh. Beauties.
Nice Joshua took advantage of a moment of just me being a proud papa, okay? I was being a proud bun papa, and Nice Joshua just decided to clip that completely out of context. I don't want this one. No, not this one either. Or this one. Oh, hell yes. Hell yes. It was good. No, it's good. No, I'm just kidding, man. I don't really, you know. Nice Joshua. I'm just going to put Nice Josh versus Snake. Who will move forward to the next round? Who will prevail? Vote now!
Oh my God. Speaking of big claps, look at them buns.
Dabs are great.
You can clap
We do
them
dabs all the
buns.
time.
You can clap them buns.
No, I don't see.
Clappity, clappity.
That's a really
Ooh.
shit take.
Beauties.
In my opinion, I'm like, no,
Oh.
no, Joe, no,
Oh my God.
no, Joe. Just like a lot of Joe's opinions.
Yeah, I'm
Oh
sorry,
shit.
like, it is. That's just like. That's what it is. You ask anybody in the weed industry.
But it, you know, I'm not saying,
just
but it's
kinda
just
like,
I won't say you're a
you
drug
wanna
user,
dab,
but it's like
fucking
it's
dab's
the
great.
free
It's a great way
basing
to
of
utilize the product.
weed
It's a great way to get a high
without
on
being an
THC.
addictive
You need
thing
it.
like fucking free basing. So maybe my take is kind of shit too. They are potent though.
Speaking of big claps.
Oh, as long
Look
as
at
he's
them
just being a
buns.
stand-up comedian about it.
Clap them buns. You can clap them buns. Clappity, clappity. Ooh. Beauties. Look at, oh.
Oh, those were great though.
Oh.
All right, vote now. Nice Josh versus Snake. Who's taking it? It's 4-2 right now. Guys, there is 30 seconds left. Nice Josh versus Snake. Taste the best when you can control your high better. Yeah, I guess so. It's, you know what it is, Blazed, for me? It's like it wrecks my throat if all, because there was one day where I was just like, I just want to smoke dabs today. I just want to do dabs to see what shines brightest for me in that sense. So I was just trying a whole bunch of ones. I was keeping everything clean the whole time. You know, I was just like doing an experiment. Snake with 5. Wow, really? What was the overall thing? 5-4. 5-4. Snake moves forward. We have our final 6. And we'll get 3 and 3. So you got to choose 1 out of 3. So I'm going to do a random shuffle now. What is happening here? Oh. Weird. Weird. I like put them in folders. That was not intentional. Like starting my with a CBD dad. Oh, okay. Okay. That's a fair point. Yeah, I don't think it was it wasn't like me being too high that was the issue. I wasn't like, oh my God, I'm way too high. It was more of it was rougher on my throat. This playlist is not great either. So far, epic theme songs. You know, this is not what I was expecting from epic themes. There we go. CBD dabs, by the time and the place I used to buy them, stopped selling them. Oh, okay. Well, then that makes sense. All right. 3 and 3. 3 and 3 is what we're doing. You're going to vote for 3, you're going to vote for 3. That's how this works. Boom, boom. All right? Done. Done. First round. Your first round will be One Dick by Tiny Observer. The Cutest Pineapple by Guy Doing Guy Things. And It's Friday by Evora. Only one of these 3 can move forward. Only one of these 3 shall prevail. But who? Who will take the gauntlet? Who will make us laugh and think all at once? It's up to you to decide. One Dick
Joke's
by
on you,
Tiny
fuckers.
Observer.
Joke's on you. I only have to do 1 dick on this cake now. That's all. I win.
Cutest Pineapple
I think it's gonna stay on my head though, and if it
by Guy Doing Guy Things. This is why.
Oh, it's kind of cute. Yeah, it's kind of. Wait, let me just put a little bit.
And then Evora.
Sitting in the back seat.
Friday.
Mind up. Which seat I can take? Can I take? Are you serious? God damn it. Friday. Gotta get down on
Vote
Friday.
now!
Everyone's looking forward to the weekend. Friday. Getting down on a
The
Friday.
semifinals have
Everybody's
begun.
looking forward to the weekend.
4,
Partying,
5
partying,
votes for
partying,
Tiny
partying, partying,
Observer.
partying.
Just shoot up the back.
Fun friends.
Who will take it all? Only one will win this competition. It doesn't get easier, it only gets harder. I don't need to wear this anymore, by the way. Blood Orange, did I not say hi back to you? I thought I did, but if I didn't, I'm sorry. And if you're still here, you're a champ. Even though you might feel ignored. I hope you don't. Less than 1 minute. Hi, nice Joshua. Please be offended. Take a rip. You take a rip. Rip a doodle dandy. I don't know how to do that. I could figure it out, but no, that's too much. I wonder if there's a way to take that and get rid of the background so it's just her dancing. Then I would do it. That would be funny. That's not a clip though. That's not a video. That's like a GIF. It's different. Emote. It's too small. It's a bitch. It's a bitch to make that an emote. It's not hard to make it an emote. It's hard to make it an emote that stands out. Tiny Observer! Well done, Tiny Observer. With 60% of the vote, moving forward to the finals. None of the Uber drivers want to pick me up. Where do you live? I had an Uber driver almost cancel on me because of where my hotel was. Well, next up, we have the OG Nicole, Snake, and the Comic Bob. Who will take this win of win? Who will do it?
I'm not manic.
And then we have Snake.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, it is. That's just like, that's what it is. You ask anybody in the weed industry, they're just kind of like, look, you want to dab? Like, fucking dab's great. It's a great way to utilize the product. It's a great way.
Son of a bitch must pay.
The Comic Bob.
Or it's
Comic, you're here just in time. You're in the semifinals. We're voting in just a moment.
which is more of a funny thing to say than it is serious. Why is this so shocking to everybody? I went live an hour earlier normally than I do.
Not
if I
weird,
go
Bob.
live.
This is
This
yours,
is not
Bob.
weird. This is not weird.
Who will take the crown jewel? Vote now for the finals. Will it be the OG Nicole?
I'm not manic.
Will it be the snake clip?
It's pretty much freebasing.
Or will it be the Comic Bob?
Why is this so shocking to everybody? I went
It
live
is-
an hour
wow.
earlier normally than I do if I do a morning stream. This is not weird. This is not weird.
So far, you all believe heavily in the OG Nicole. OG has been getting some bangers. I will not lie. And she did win in a landslide before. Comic with 2 votes. Snake with none. Will Snake come out of his lurk to vote for his own clip? Or will he vote in favor of OG and Comic? Luck, hello. It is a good one. She's had a lot. No, you guys, honestly, overall, you've all been making great clips of the stream recently. I've been trying my best to utilize them and make them into reels that will then also be on TikTok and all that kind of stuff. So please make sure you're following along on the Instagram and all that kind of stuff and checking it out, because I am trying to really go back and use what you guys have found to be some of the funnier moments of the stream and show that to other people. Has that not been working this whole time? Oh, wait, no.
Google me.
Huh. Yo, OG Nicole takes it. OG Nicole takes it. All right, hold on 1 second. I need to do something really quick. When we banned stream elements, I think I unmodded it.
Google me.
I don't like that. Right, well, I guess it'd be good if I did this. Huh. Yeah, we had a little troll come in here earlier. Well, that's because they're not linked. Sound commands aren't stream elements. Sound commands are through a different thing altogether. Yeah, but it's not working. I'm in it right now, and I just modded it. It should work.
Extra thick!
Let me try something.